Bread truck's all packed up. We're rolling out today, and there's a little surprise. We're bringing the Beetle. The Beetle's all hooked up. I'm gonna start assembling this car really soon. We got the tow bar on it, ready for flat towing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. We are ready to roll. Got the tag on the car. Looking legit. Well, as legit as possible. So there we have it. We're all hooked up. It's about as good as it's gonna get right now. We gotta do some stuff. I'm going to a mechanic in town. He's gotta help me get these axles out of the car. I can't really get them disconnected, so I'm gonna limp it down to the local mechanic and see what we can do. But yeah, we're all hooked up. Thank goodness for this backup camera. It really just helps me. I can see the ball hitch and I can line it right up perfectly when I'm backing in. And I first shot, backed right up to it by myself, hooked it up, good to go. Pretty awesome.
All the things are happening. We're leaving Maggie's farm and Paul is towing the bug. Like a champ.
Hey everybody, it has been a super long day and we are stopped for the night. We made it all the way to Nevada and we are out of California. We were there for about a month, but look at this right outside the back of the bread truck. We have a Ellie and a Beetle. The Beetle did excellent. We towed it behind this bread truck for so many miles, like 500 miles today. It towed beautifully. It was like it wasn't even back there. The bread truck handled it wonderfully. So I'm super, super stoked. We got probably 8 more hours of driving tomorrow. We're heading up to like the Grand Canyon area in Arizona. So tomorrow we have a lot more driving to do, and we're taking the Beetle and the Transit Connect with us, and we're gonna be maybe done tomorrow, maybe done the next day, something like that. We got a long ways to go. To give you an idea, this is how we're traveling right now. A little sneak peek of a video coming up in the very near future. It's gonna be awesome. Look at that bad boy. We have an e-bike motorcycle in our living room, dining room, bedroom, and kitchen, pretty much. That was Ellie's joke. You gotta give credit where credit's due. But we just touched down here at Walker Lake. This is Nevada. And the bread truck was doing awesome. I didn't even notice any dip in miles per gallon. The Beetle is back here attached to the bread truck on a tow dolly or a tow bar. I'm flat towing it right now, and yeah, it did excellent. I did very, very well. You couldn't even tell it was back here. Hi, Ellie.
There's snow.
There's snow on the mountain. I'll show it in just a minute. So here's the Beetle. I got a tag on it. It's registered in my name, and we are all legal and good to go. The bread truck and the Beetle. What a combination, huh? It looks awesome. I love it. Even Ellie said it was cute, which is awesome. That's crazy. Big, nice lake over here. And we have a snow-capped mountain right there in the distance. Look at that. How wonderful. Let me just tell you what I had to do to get on the road with this Beetle. One thing was getting a tag for it. So I've been waiting on that. Finally did that and got the tag. I'm all legit and legal. It's registered. Everything is good with that. This deck lid was not attached, so I bolted it on the other day. It opens up. It doesn't stay open, but it does open up and is bolted in place. And down here in the motor, it might be a little bit dark, but see that side on the right in the center of the hub? There was an axle there that goes over here to this side on the transaxle, and there's drive shafts that are, there's axles that are in place. The axles are on each side of this transaxle, and I had a lot of trouble getting them out. They were already disconnected from the transmission, or the transaxle, but not from the hub side over here. So I took that to a mechanic this morning, and they were able to remove all those bolts and get out both sides, no problem. So now I can go down the road. I don't have to worry about a thing. And it is rolling so nice and clean. No worries at all. The tires are a little bit old, but they're holding up very well. There's no dry rot that I can see. I put proper air pressure in them, and everything is feeling really great. The suspension's not even all that bad. It feels really good. It sounds nice going down the road. It's not all crunchy or grindy. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really starting to get some trust in this old Beetle. I love these cars, and I really think that this Beetle's gonna be great. I mean, I freaking love it. It's a 72 standard Beetle. I'm just putting it together as cheaply and easily as possible. I've got a lot of the parts for it. The main thing I'm missing right now is a motor. If anybody out there has a Volkswagen motor they would like to hook me up with, I'm not even talking about for free. I'm just saying if you can find me a motor. It's a dual port, 1600cc is what these came with. I would love to find a motor for it, but other than that, putting it together with all used parts and getting it on the road as cheaply and easily as possible. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to get it on the road. This is going to be kind of like our adventure vehicle. That way we can park the bread truck, set it up like a house, and then we can take the Volkswagen to do whatever we want. We can take it down to the grocery store. We can take it back in the woods a little bit further where, you know, the bread truck can't make it everywhere because it's big and it just can't get in all those places that that I'd like to get to. So, you know, I may take the bread truck into a camp spot and then hop in the Beetle and go deeper in the woods and maybe even spend the night or something in the Beetle. That way Ellie can stay in the bread truck. We can get some private time. I can go do some ridiculous journeys. If you're an unusual person like me and you have an old Stepvan and you want to travel in that, or you have an old Volkswagen Beetle, Mill Supply can help you out with both of these things. They are the sponsor of this video. They're a sponsor of my channel, and Mill Supply has helped me out on numerous occasions with parts for the bread truck. Motor mounts, transmission mounts, carrier bearings, those are all things that you constantly need in a Stepvan. So Mill Supply can send those parts out to you really quickly, and they're really cheap too. So I used Mill Supply quite a bit for that. I've replaced all my suspension in the bread truck, coil springs, shocks, front and back, and they carry all of that stuff. If you need like window seals, door handles, if you need mirrors, I've replaced the mirrors on my bread truck with stuff from Mill Supply. Now let's talk about the Beetle. They've done a bunch of stuff. They are like the Stepvan Gurus. With the Beetle, they supply new metal replacement panels. So if you have rusted out parts or parts that are crashed, you can order new replacement panels for your classic car. They have other things other than just Beetles. You can get stuff for like a Chevelle or a GTO or anything like that. They've been around for many, many years, and they're a family-owned company that is based in Cleveland, Ohio. So they're homegrown, small company, and you're supporting like the mom and pop type shop. So check out Mill Supply if you have a need for any of that stuff. Even if you don't, if you're not sure, check them out, because they have Snow Plow parts, RV parts, regular car and truck parts, all that kind of thing. Check out millsupply.com. Tell them the bread trucker sent you. There's going to be a link in this description of the video below, and you can Mill Supply. Thank you, Mill Supply, for sponsoring this video. We are down to the very last leg of the journey with the 72 bus, taking it all the way from Northern California to the Grand Canyon area. The final destination is in Williams, Arizona, and I got about a 2-hour drive to go on today. And here we go. We got the Beetle behind the bread truck, all hooked up to the tow bar. It's being flat towed right now. The bread truck has been doing an awesome job of getting it down the road. Top speed has been the same, able to climb mountains just the same, no issues coming down mountains. With the added weight of having to use the brakes, it works just the same as it always does. So I have really good feelings about this Beetle. It has really done awesome. I've been taking care of the tires. The tires are a bit old, and they're from 2004, but they have no dry rot at all, and all 3 of them hold air. There is one that does leak a very slow amount of air, so every 3 days or 2 days I put a little bit of air in it. But other than that, I mean, this thing has had no issues at all going down the road. It feels great, and I have questions about flat towing this vehicle. I have it right now. The transmission is in, but the axles are completely gone. They have been removed, so there's no connection. This thing's just free rolling on the ground, and no motor inside the car at all. So I don't know, I would like to have your comments in the comment section below. Tell me about flat towing a Volkswagen Beetle. I mean, I know tons and tons of people who have done it with sand rails and Baja bugs, and just tow vehicles with buses and Volkswagens behind RVs. People have done it for years, and I think there's no issue with it. That's what I intend to do with the bread truck, and I'm gonna get this thing running and driving as soon as I can, and doing it cheaply and as easily as possible. Used parts, and just gonna throw this thing together really fast. Try to get it running and driving. But let me know how it's like, what it's like to tow a Volkswagen Beetle or a bus flat towed, all four on the ground behind your RV or motor coach or whatever you have. But you know, even if I had a Volkswagen bus, it'd be cool to tow this Beetle behind it. If I had a motor swapped Volkswagen bus, you know, something with more power than stock, more capability than stock, I could tow this Beetle with a Volkswagen bus and then still use it as an adventure rig. So I don't know. I really like the combinations of all this vintage old stuff, and I love it. I mean, 72 Beetle, 1989 bread truck. I also have a 72 Westfalia camper bus that I'm his name's Bert. He's in Missouri right now with Mad Junker, my friend Joe, and that might be the thing coming down the pipe next. I think it'd be really cool to have a 72, pull in the 72, and do a motor swap on it, make it really awesome off-road vehicle, like an overland bus. I got to get on the road, doing the last leg of this journey right now. I'm just about packed up, and I'm going to get going. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you in Williams.